This is your live show where moi, Anne Scholes, will answer your questions you've been sending in. Thank you for sending lots of questions in. Remember that if you can join as a member on the Ask the Answer website, you can pose your question for free. Now, if you don't want to wait and you're in a rush, then you can actually go on and pay the VIP service. And that way your question will jump to the top of the queue. So rather than waiting, you can get priority on the questions. So isn't that great news? So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Anne Scholes, and I have been working as a psychic medium for over 20 years. I don't like to say that, I feel really old. And I work with all sorts of different cards. I'm also intuitive tarot reader. And tonight I've got some lovely special love cards there with little messages on. I'm a great fan of Cyril Marchetti's work, and he has produced stunning tarot decks. And this is one of them, Legend of Dreams. I also have it in a smaller version. There we go. So if you don't have big hands, you can have a smaller version. And then I've also got his first deck that he produced in the UK many years ago, Easy Tarot. So I've got 4 different decks. It just depends when I read your question which deck I am drawn to, because the way your energy comes through. If you are sending a text in and you're asking about someone else, could you put their star sign in for me? It just makes that link a little bit stronger because I'm going through your energy into their energy. Excuse the phone, I have switched it off. I don't know why it won't stop doing the notifications. Anyway, this is all about you and your questions. And like I said, if you want to jump the queue, go to our VIP service and you can jump the queue. If not, sit back, relax, and let's take a look at some of these questions, shall we? Right, so kicking off the show tonight, we've got Aileen. So good evening, Aileen. And she's asking, love life reading, please, with time frame on when things will work out. Right, Eileen, let's have a little look and see what's going on with your love life, shall we? And in what time frame? Let's have a look. Let's put I think of you, link to your energy, and then we'll put the cards down and see what we've got. Okay, don't need many more cards than what I've got. So I've got the summertime. Look at that. So that card is all about sunshine, fun, laughter, happiness. It is all about the solar plexus, and the solar plexus is the inner child. And when the inner child comes out to play, that's why we have the sun card here. So this is you feeling very sort of sprightly and playful and happy, having a good laugh. So I feel the summertime is going to be really good. And I would say here as well, I've got an Aquarius, Gemini, Libran here. Now, if you've not heard from somebody, this is the man that I said, the man that doesn't speak, a little bit detached emotionally, but there is some good news coming in from this man. All right. Now, I can't give you more than that. That's what it's coming up. Summertime, June, July, August, Aileen. But that answers your question. Okay. Lots of love and thanks for starting the show tonight. Right. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Let's see who's here. And we've got Madison. So good evening, Madison. And they say, Bryce told me he invited me to Florida after the girlfriend, is put it, and him broke up. But I said no. And now she's there. I feel very used and want to be done with him forever. Should I move on? Forever's a long time, okay? So you've declined gracefully. So should you move on? Let's have a look and see. Always, if you're feeling that you're being used, then that person isn't being sensitive to your feelings. So there's kind of a little bit of lack of respect there for you. So let's have a look and see, Madison, should you move on? Well, looking at this is talking about new beginnings. So I guess, there you go, the Empress, we'll put it there. The Empress here is all about new beginnings and nurturing new beginnings. And here you're sort of looking, shuffling things around to make this happen. And there you have contentment and happiness. So the question back to you is, if you never spoke to him again, or you didn't speak to him in the near future, how would you feel? And that's the question you need to ask yourself. But I feel you will move on, because I feel there's new beginnings around you here. And contentment on your part. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Thanks for sending it in. Right, let's move on to the next question. Now, of course, these questions are only snippets. The real work is done on a reading. So remember, there's lots of psychics on as the answer at any time. You can get a full reading. But if this resonates with you, I will be on after this hour. I'm on till 8 o'clock. And so therefore, I'll be on from 8 till 9. So if you want to take up on a response that I've made and that resonates with you, then feel free to come through afterwards. Failing that, you can have a look on the schedule, okay? Right, we've got Nicole. Good evening, Nicole. And she's asking, why do Reg and I keep breaking up? Will this time be for good? Will I meet someone else, and when? Oh, bless you. So let's have a look. I'm going to pull a look card and see what's coming out around that for the two of you. Right, okay, so there's a soul connection going on between the two of you, and there's a sense of you needing to understand and learn more about yourself in a relationship. So looking at how you handle things in this relationship. Yes, we both have faults, but it's looking, the whole idea is for you to be looking at what you've learned and what you can do better. Not necessarily with him, but with the next person in. So let's have a look and see, is there a next person coming in? It's been very difficult. There we go. And there's a lot of stubbornness here between the two of you. So that's just showing me it's been quite stubborn. Now, I do have a water sign. I don't know his star sign, because this is the way I look at things. Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean, is that what he was? That's what he was? Feeling being let down by this person. So I think this is talking about the past. So moving forward and looking forward. Okay, so now we have a fire sign coming in. So you're not going to be on your own for very long, my lovely, because this is a fire sign man, and the Knight of Wands, it's all about romance coming in. So I feel as you get to the time, well, certainly before August, Aries is next. So I'm in the fire sign time. So we are March, I have to count it out in my head. March, the 21st, we go into Aries. So if you apply and put your energy out there, there could well be somebody coming in. But certainly before August, my darling, okay? Lots of love, and hope that answers your question. Right, that was for Nicole. And don't forget, if you want to jump the queue, you don't want to wait too long, then you can use the VIP service. Just head over to that on the website. And now we've got Joseph. Hello, Joseph, and welcome to Ask Anne. Joseph says, 2 women have recently come into my life. Nothing has happened yet, but I wonder which one to pursue, A or J. Well, I'm so glad you gave me the initials, because I was wondering how I was going to sort that out. So we'll have a look at the energy around A, and we'll have a look at the energy around J, shall we? So let's have a look and see. A and J. Right, okay. Interesting. How long have you got, Joseph? You're possibly spending some time thinking about A. There seems to have been some sort of conclusion there, and there will be more chatter there with A. Now, as with J, this lady seems to be disillusioned with relationships. So the one that I feel the most energy with this evening is actually, it's saying A, but then as this works out, you might find that J then steps into the energy. So are you going to have a choice between 2 people? No, not quite, but I feel as if there's a little bit of a yo-yo thing going on. So looking at this, A is the one that may step forward first, and then J steps forward a little bit later. So enjoy yourself. Right, okay, let's have a look and see who sent in the next question. And this is Georgina. And Georgina's saying, hello, Georgina. And Georgina is saying, fell out with good friend approximately 5 years ago. I've sent Christmas presents also last year. And I wrote her a letter as I still class her as family. Does she still care or want a friendship, or should I stop wasting my time? Okay, so friendships. I'm going to change my cards. So, you see, you've offered the hand out to her, and if she's not taking it, then you are not accountable for anything. She's the one. So let's have a look and see what's going on here. Interestingly, what we've got here, and the most important card is the Major Arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune said there's a twist here. And coming from a place where you're getting no response, no feedback, no thank yous, no nothing, the Wheel of Fortune says destiny is going to turn this around quite quickly. Now, I've got within 10 days to 10 weeks, okay? And here we have the partnership or the friendship, okay? And you're then deciding what to do. Whatever's going on here, there's something to do with parents. Now, whether you've had something to do with the parents in some way, but there is something else to play out in this situation. And I feel here we've got you feeling a little bit frustrated still. So I don't feel you're not going to get it back to where it was, okay? You may get an acknowledgement or some kind of communication. There's still something else to play out here. However, I don't feel it will go back to the way it was, all right? But I also have something to do with mothers and fathers in this, all right? Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, let's have a look at the next one. And this is from Trina. So, hello, Trina. Is there a love relationship in my future? Big question. So let's have a look and see. Is there a love relationship in this year we're in, shall we? Let's hone it in a little bit for you. So, Trina, is there a love relationship in this year? Well, now, this is showing me that you're ready to move forward, and this is progression. You have sort of thought long and hard about relationships. You do know what you want now, and it's time to move forward, okay? You're looking absolutely beautiful. You are glowing, my darling. You're sending and you're emitting that energy to attract love in. I do have a lot of chemistry coming in from someone here. The moon here talks about chemistry and attraction. And here we have the person. There is a new beginning here with a air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And this person could be a little shy, could need a little bit of nurturing. Don't worry about that, because he seems to be older than you, but with a very young spirit. But for some reason, maybe you're worrying about the age difference. Don't, because he's got a very young spirit. There's lots to come in, and I'm going to go into the third month. So March, April, May time, you should start to see things moving forward for you. Okay? So remember, you're looking gorgeous. So let's have a look and see who's next. We have Diane. Good evening, Diane. Welcome to Ask Anne. Diane says, will I find someone special this year? I am bisexual but do prefer women. Anything really you can tell me about my future also would be a bonus. Right, okay. Diane, let's have a look and see what we've got here for you. You're a very strong lady and you've coped with a lot, and there's a lot here that's giving you good grounding, I would say. You also can be quite looking sentimental, is the word I'm looking for. But I've also got here now at last moving forward. Right. I do have the Empress, which is nurturing of a new relationship here. Could be female, it's not telling me exactly. And there's a little bit of getting to know one another here, and then we get the transformation. Now everybody says, oh my word, Death card's quite an interesting card. I love this card because it's what it's saying to you is the cycle that you're in at the moment, the position you're in at the moment is coming to an end. And there is somebody new to come in. And this is transforming. This is transformation for you in relationships. And more to the point, the Wheel of Fortune says destiny is bringing this person in. And it will just arrive in front of you. You don't need to do anything, okay? Destiny's going to make sure you're in the right place at the right time. Oh, exciting. Thank you for sending in your question tonight. Right, let's have a look and see who else we've got now. And this is from Nina. Hello, Nina. Welcome to Ask Anne. There is a work party on the 13th of March I'm interested in. My colleague, Adam. Is it like, it is likely Adam may be there. Will there be any progress? Hopefully not too obvious as it's surrounded by work colleagues. Well, we don't want wagging tongues, do we? So let's have a look at Adam. 13th of March. Nice little social event. What's happening on this social event? Ooh, right. You need to be able to trust your own intuition. So on the night, you will be able to go with how you feel, not what you're thinking about what everybody else is doing. Okay? And there will be an opportunity there, okay, to approach. Has this person been interesting? I would say there may be somebody else making advances towards you, but I want to say this isn't the one you want, okay? So you're standing your ground. But there's the offer of friendship, okay? So I would say just go with the feeling, move at the right time, and things will come together for you. So, what are you wearing? Have a look at the cards. So, let's have a look and see. Thank you for sending in your question, Nina. Now we have Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Good evening. And they're asking, how will my love life go? What will happen in the next couple of months? Right, Victoria. How will your love life go? And what will happen in the next couple of months? Right, let's have a look. Okay, so you would love everything to go really well. And here's the case of the card is saying you can't see where we're going just yet. Seem to be juggling things around. Right, there's a new burst of energy. This is what I like. Passion, energy. This is sort of like, oof, things starting to happen for you. At last, you've waited for this. Let's see. And again, we've got the moon. We've got chemistry. We've got chemistry coming in for you. And we've also got with a water sign. And this is an opportunity to look forward for love and relationships. So I would say watch for a water sign where there's a lot of chemistry. Ooh la la. Liking it already, Victoria. Let's have a look at the next question. We've got Margot. Hello, Margot. And she says, will I get back together with my ex, Sean? Right, let's have a look and see if you'll get back together with your ex, Sean. It's been a while. Now, I don't have any star signs. So, potentially what you've got is destiny coming in and turning things around. And I would say May time is, if there's any likelihood of him coming back, it's around May. There is an apology here as well. I feel you two have been friends a long time, or you knew him before this. So there's things to work through, which is fair enough. But I do feel, there we have it. So it's saying the advice that it's giving you is that if you can work through the issues of before, then there is every chance that you can make this work, okay? It's all about doing the work as you come back together to make it last, all right? Lots of love and thanks for your question, Margot. Right, let me just have a look and see. We've got Simon next. And don't forget, if you would like to get your question answered a little bit sooner, then please go to the VIP and you can skip the queue. Okay. Right, Simon says, hello, Anne. My ex has stopped me from seeing my children. When do you think that this will get resolved? Also, do you see her still coming back to me? Right, Simon, let's have a look and see. Regard the children. When will you get to see the children? Really important. Arguments. Oh, that's good news. Right, okay, I've got in 3. Returning back to see the children in 3. Now, we're in the 3rd month, so it's not that. This could say 3 months, March, April, May. There is quite a period of rest and quiet time for you with the 4 of Swords here and seeing things through. Again, when is she coming back? We've got in 3. We've got the Empress there, which means it's in 3. So May, April, March, April, May, because we're only just into March. So May time seems to be the time. So the 2 seem to be together, looking at it from here. So once the children are back, then she's back. Okay, lots of love and thanks for sending in your questions, Simon. Right, let's have a look at the next question. And this, and excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, okay? This is from Ziqing Z. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologize if I haven't pronounced it right. And they're asking, where are Kieran Tingle and I heading in the future? So where are you and Kieran Tingle heading in the future? Let's have a look and see. So the 2 of Swords comes out, and as you can see, the lady's blindfolded, okay, which is hence why you're asking a question you can't see. And there's a sense of listening to your intuition. Again, you've got them, there's still a chemistry there between the 2 of you. There you go. There's your reconciliation, right? So the Lovers talks about 6 weeks or the 6th month, June. So there's big reconciliation there. And it's taking you forward to commitment. Okay? So there is commitment coming in there for you as well. So maybe the reconciliation, maybe you went separated and came back together again. But certainly you've got commitment coming in for you for the future. Okay? Lots of love. And don't forget, if you would like a psychic reading, we have lots of psychics on Ask the Answer. I will be logging in at 8 o'clock. So if you resonate with what I'm saying to you, I've answered your question, why not give me a call afterwards and we can dig a bit deeper. This is only scratching the surface. We've only got, a minute and a half to answer the questions here. So on a reading, we can really dig deep and look at all sorts of different things for you. Now we're looking at Olivia. Hello, Olivia. Yes, Olivia, welcome to Ask Anne live show. She's saying, I'm looking for clarity. I have done so well on my separation with Alex, but I'm feeling a little lonely. Is there anyone out there for me? Oh, bless you. Right, Olivia, let's have a look and see. Is there anyone out there for you? Olivia, where is the P name? Is it Peter, Paul? If you're not aware of it, just pop it on the shelf. Watch for that name coming in around your energy. Getting it quite strongly, actually. The initial P. Right, this shows your strength, okay? This is your strength of character. This is you really sort of being successful moving forward. And there we have the Ace of Cups, and we've got joy. So we've got some really good news coming in around you. The Ace of Cups is traditionally the start of a new emotional adventure. Really, really good news coming in. Right. Oh. Did you have a reconciliation with your ex? I can't tell what star signing is here. No, not said. With Alex. Because I feel this man isn't feeling great about being separated from you. Because we have the Lovers. So let me just have a little look. Earth sign man. So what I've got here, I've got two men. So there will be a choice between two males, whether it's your ex and this person. But I've got an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I feel that there's going to be, and don't you love it, don't you? Not one, but two. Two buzzes at once, yeah? And having to make a choice. But there will be two males around you in the summer, which will lead you to making a decision. I'll leave that with you. Thank you very much. Right, okay, so you're watching Ask Anne. It's a live show, streaming live, and looking at your questions. You've been sending a lot of questions in. I might not be able to get through to them all, so if you want to make sure that your message is answered tonight, you want an answer tonight, then please, by all means, go to the VIP service and jump the queue. We're all so busy now, aren't we, these days? So let's have a look and see who's next. Oh, what's the cursor? Right, that's not good, is it? There we go. And we've got Gemma next. Hello, Gemma. Gemma says, I found out the guy I'm dating, Duncan, lied about being divorced. I do love him, but I just continue to trust that everything will work out. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so he's lied about being divorced, but so will this work out? With Duncan, will this work out? You are great friends and great mates. You've got a really nice energy between the two of you. The star card here makes him feel completely renewed in your energy. He is suggesting more to come, so there he is. Oh, Annie is falling for you. Okay. So, but your worry is, will he finally get things done? You see a Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean, Earth and Water here. Right. He's having a difficult time trying to process this around his relationship. But there's a lot of talking, and I feel as if so far I've got one child. I don't think there's any children involved. And here's a card. Here's a card that says things will turn around. You've got the Destiny card over the next 10 weeks. Things are going to get better. And here he is offering up the hand of something more permanent. For a bigger reading, you'd need to go into, is he going to leave that situation, or is he going to take action to be totally single? Yeah. So thank you for sending your question in, and you have a good evening. All right, so let's have a look and see. We've got Angela. Good evening, Angela. How are you? I have just one question today and wanted to check in on Chris and how he's been feeling recently. Is he still positive about us both? Well, let's have a look and see. Is he positive about the two of you? Let's have a little look at Angela. And you've got the palm tree. There you go. There's the palm tree. What does that mean? That means he's looking at security, stability, permanence, taking things forward in spite of any obstacles that might be in the way. And he does seem to be quite flexible on moving forward. And then the next card I pulled out here is the love card, the actual love card. And this says he's got unconditional love. There's a lot of passion, affection, and attraction. So I would say that's going to turn out all right. He's still positive about you, that's for sure. Right, let's have a look at the next question. And we've got Alicia. Good evening, Alicia. Welcome to the show. This is your text. And you've asked, hi, please could you do a general life reading for me, please, including love life? Alicia, how long have you got? I've got a minute and a half to cover all that off. Let's have a look at what's coming in around you, because that is a lot of information that you're asking for there. So generally, what's going in, let's see, in the immediate future. You seem to be a little bit down at the moment. There we go, 9 of Swords. But you are somebody who is quite strong. And you've got, I don't know if you're a fire sign, but this is all about strength, assertiveness, asserting yourself in situations. Something's made you upset. Connected to another female. You have new people and new circumstances around you coming in. Ooh, this is a popular card tonight. It keeps coming out. Each different decks is still coming out. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is things having a twist, things getting better, things like you're sitting on top of the world. And there we have somebody proposing something to you or offering them up, and there is a new adventure where love is concerned. So for the moment, it looks fairly positive. Okay, stay positive. If you wanted a big reading, all that work's done on the phone lines. I will be logging on about 8:05 by the time I've come up here and got myself logged in, and I'll be on till 9. Okay, so let's have a look and see who's next. Okay, so we've got Nicole. Good evening, Nicole. And she's saying, I feel like Sam's being a bit distant this week with me. Is everything okay? So we need to ask the question, why is Sam being distant with you? My son being distant with you. Right, okay. The good news is order will be restored, okay? So there he is, standing very proud and very strong. There's something he's been a little bit disillusioned with, and he's just kind of taking a little step back. So I don't know if you guys had a little bit of cross words, or it's just that he is wanting to just concentrate on his work. But it looks like all of this, there's been a little bit of drama around him. And he's been dealing with that. I don't feel it's anything to do with you. I feel there's been some little drama going on around him at work, which has taken up his mind, which has kind of pulled him back from you. So I don't feel it is anything to do with you, no. Give him till the end of the week and things will be much better, okay? Lots of love and thanks for sending me a text. Right, let's have a look and see who's next. We have Anna. Hello, Anna. Welcome to Ask Anne on a Monday night. Let's have a look and see. Anna said, I met a man in December called Alfie, and we've been having casual encounters since. But he is very uncommunicative and says he isn't ready for anything serious. What should I do? Okay. Various things here to think about. So basically he's a buddy, yeah? He is he's looking for someone to keep him company when he's a little bit lonely. What do you want? Yeah, you have to be strong enough to say, do I want to have a casual relationship with this person, or should I just move on? Yeah. So there's different ways of looking at this. So if I was on a reading, I'd say, let's look at what happens if you stick with it. Let's look at what happens if you decide not to stick with it. Let's have a look and see what he's thinking and when will he change his mind. So there's a lot of things you can do on a reading and look at things from all sorts of different perspectives. So let's have a look and see. Okay, so I do feel it'll take a little bit of time yet, but I do feel he might just give you what you're looking for. If he's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. However, if he isn't, who is this Aries, Leo, Sagittarian person? Because he seems to be putting a really big smile on your face. Yep. I'll leave that with you. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the next text. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 22:08. So I finish at 8 o'clock here. So if you want to have your question answered, then skip the queue and put it through the VIP service, and you'll get it answered tonight. Yeah, because I'm only doing this once a week. Yeah, and it will be the questions that I don't answer will be carried over to next week. Okay. We've got Manjot. Apologies if I've said that wrong. I'm interested in a general reading on love and relationships. Will I find a long-lasting relationship? Right, let's have a look. I'll change my cards. Will you find a long-lasting relationship? And I love this card because this is my card for commitment. Okay, the time frame on that is for me is a year. You've been disillusioned with things in the past, but it's time to put that behind you and move forward, right? You have been let down in the past. Right. Slowly, slowly moving yourself forward. I feel as if there is someone here that you may meet at a social gathering, okay? But I feel as if you're a little bit on the back foot, right? You're a little bit defending yourself. Are you ready to put yourself into a relationship? Because I do have someone here, and there is a lot of communication going on. It's a little bit of a slow burner to start with, but then things start to move up. But the way you're defending yourself, you're a little bit sort of protecting yourself, and that wouldn't surprise me with what's been gone on in the past with you. But if you can open up your heart again, it will come back in around you for a lasting relationship. Okay? Lots of love and thanks for sending in your text. Right, let's move on to the next. And we've got, and this is from May. Good evening, May. And they're asking, I don't have anything or anyone in my life to give it meaning at the moment. Is that going to change soon? May. Let's have a look and see. Is there any romance coming in for May? Different card, different deck, same card. There's commitment. Oof, and passion. Look at that. Two aces. May, you need to look. These are new beginnings, right? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. This is all about commitment, passion, fun, excitement. Take it in, as I'm doing this, I'm going, take it in small steps. You've got Temperance, okay? This is great for healing for you. And I'm laughing because, May, look at this. This is so exciting. You've got the Devil, but now on its own it would mean something different. But for this is duvet dancing, okay? This is something very, very connected to someone. And again, this is someone, an air sign. We've got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and he's offering up the hand of friendship. But there's a lot of passion here, and there's a little more romance. It could be a little long distance here, but those are really lovely cards, okay? So don't give up hope. As I say, keep your lippy on and just flash your eyelashes, okay? Exciting times for you, May. Okay, let's have a look and see who's next. And we've got Julie. And Julie's, so good evening, Julie. And Julie's asking, does the man I have feelings for feel the same way about me? Will we end up together, or is this another waste of my time? Let's have a look. And effort. Is he different than the others? Will he make the effort for me? Right, okay, so let's have a look at this man, Julie. I'm going to pull one of those cards in a minute. Is this man going to make the effort for you? Right, okay, so what I have with this man's energy is that the amount of energy you want him to put in isn't there. So are we asking him if he's emotionally stable, if he can fulfill your needs? At the moment, he seems to be holding on to a lot of hurt. And with that, he's not allowing himself to move forward. So I feel this person has to clear their own energy first before we can get into anything more much deeper. There will be more truth and clarity coming in around you over the next 4 weeks where this situation is concerned. And I don't feel he's a bad man. I just feel as if he's had so much, there isn't the energy there to, if you're not getting the effort, that would explain why, because he hasn't got it to give, because he hasn't healed properly from the past, okay? Hope that makes sense to you. Okay, my darling, thank you very much for your question. Please remember that I am going to log in about 8:05, so if any of the text has resonated with you, I will be available. I will be around to actually be with you and take your calls from 8:05 onwards. I'm there for an hour till 9. Right, okay, let's have a look and see where we're nicely ticking away. We're going good guns here, aren't we? I don't count how many texts I've done, but I've done quite a lot. Let's just move that on. We've got Trevor. Good evening, Trevor. Trevor says, please could you give me a reading, a general reading for the next few months in general, but also the relationship with my wife. Does she love me deeply, and will we continue to be close? Right, okay, let's do this 2 ways. So let's have a look at the relationship. Does she love me deeply? She does love you. When I've got codependency here, well, you're supposed to be, it's good to be codependent in a relationship. She has a fear of abandonment. So I do feel that, can she be a little bit needy? Is that why you're asking the question? Right, let's have a look and see. By the time I've got, that's as much as I can go into. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you generally. Oops. Right, so sudden change, sudden events happening. So why have we got the Tower in a general reading? Sudden decisions to be made, sudden choices to be taken, sudden joy to come in, and some delays on things you're trying to resolve. So don't worry about that. It's not cancellation, it's postponement. But once we've cleared the next 6 weeks, things seem to fall into place for you. But yeah, the energy of sudden actions happening around you overrides everything else in the cards here. But it does mean that you will have a new beginning out of this. A little bit like we have to take it down to build something new here, on a general sense. Okay? Thanks very much for your question, Trevor. Right. Let's have a look and see who's next. And we've got Leanne. And Leanne, good evening, Leanne. Leanne is asking, I would like some guidance on ex-partner, please. His name is Ricky. We were together for 2 years. Around October 2021, I started to get suspicious he was cheating. He always denied it, but then he was caught out by a friend of mine on a dating site. Right, okay, so you want to know, you would like some guidance. Guidance with, let's have a look. So you've still got feelings for him. So let's ask the cards. What guidance would we give? regarding this man, Ricky. Well, it's asking you to walk away. It's saying here, look, we've got somebody who knows how to play the victim. We've got somebody that knows how to play cards. And so it's saying here, 6 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It's all about moving forward, okay? So be very careful how you move along with him, okay? Thank you for sending your question in. And obviously, if you want more information, I will be able to look at your individual cases in a lot more detail when I log in about 8:05 this evening. Right. And now we have Charlotte. And Charlotte is saying, 1, what do you see in my future? 2, is there a right path for me to follow? 3, this is a reading, Charlotte. It's just one question. So let's have a look. 3, who are my spirit guides and what do they want me to know? Okay, so let's just do it. It's not about if there's a right path to follow or a wrong path to follow. Paths are there for you to go down how you feel. Some people like to take a difficult road. Some people will take the lighter road. It's not that it's right and it's not that it's wrong. It's about what you have to learn in this lifetime, yeah? So I wouldn't call them right and wrong. They're just different. And depending on the degree of what you need to be learning is the degree of difficulty. You do have spirit guides. I'm not a lover of, when I teach about spirit guides and meditation, I don't like to tell people the guides because it takes away the trust. The most important thing with a spirit guide is you have to trust. So meditate and ask your spirit guides to come in and trust what you see or hear. You may not understand it, but write it down and it will become clear. You can ask for signs if that is correct. So let's have a look and see what guidance is coming out in the cards for you, your guides. Because when I do these readings, my guide speaks to your guide and it comes back around through me and back to you, whether I use the cards, whether I use crystals, whether I use the angel cards, that is just the door opener. So intuitively, that circle of energy is going round and round. So Charlotte, in general, what have we got going on here? We have some really good news regarding works, projects, that kind of thing. You could even be buying some small appliances like toasters, kettles, that kind of thing. There's also either a nice promotion coming in. It's almost as if I'm waiting for the penny to drop or the bonus to come in. It's that kind of feeling, which is coming in. There is, you're very intuitive. And the reason, I know you've said about your spirit guides, you can connect yourself because this is the moon. And this is being in that dreamy state to connect with spirit guides. So intuition is very strong here as well. There could be a bit of illusion and confusion around you. Don't allow yourself to be dragged into other people's drama. Not all is what it seems, okay? Thank you very much. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. We've got a few more texts here. Nicole saying, what is going to happen between Brian and I? When will I see him? Right, okay, Nicole. What is going to happen? Let's ask the question, when are you going to see him? When is Nicole going to see Brian? Oh, this is nice. Well, the cups are days, and this is saying 2 days. And here you have what I call the Mr. and Mrs. You've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, which to me are all about a couple. And we've got the Two of Cups, unions and partnerships, and the Ace of Cups, which in anybody's book is, although I feel as if he can be a little bit distant at times, or he's ruled with his head, not his heart. But here, there's a sense of something guiding you and good news coming in around you. And commitment. Look at this. So there's some really lovely cards going on in here for your reading. And you could get engaged or more commitment if that's what you're after. Okay, lots of love. Right, I've got time for one more. And we've answered an awful lot of questions tonight, and there still are more coming in. So if you want questions answered quickly, you go to the VIP. I'm on next Monday night. I will, if you don't want to wait, you can always ring me up and ask me the question yourself, and I can look into it. And if you only want to spend a short amount of time on the phone, please say so at the beginning of the reading. We've got Alida. So good evening, Alida. And she's saying, I had a very painful breakup 2 years ago. I've dated on and off since then, but I've not found anyone that I want to pursue things with. Will I find love again? Oh, bless you. Let's shuffle some cards and see. It's been a real test, hasn't it, the last 2 years. The Hierophant here. Keep believing in who you are, all right? I have to give you what I get, but I've got here someone coming back from the past, but obviously somebody in a different place. If this is the other person, we'll have to wait and see, but you've also got frustration around it. Can't understand why it's back, but there's focus. Wow, there's focusing on each other. So let's ask the question, who is this person coming back? Someone that wants to give you commitment and someone that wants to give you the right treatment. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Who is he? Guess we'll have to wait and see. Right, okay, so thank you very much for your text message. Thank you to all of you for sending all your text messages in. We're now coming to the end of the hour. I hope you've enjoyed listening to your responses. Don't forget, you can always look on the schedule to see when I'm next logged in for a reading. I'll be here next Monday night. But a week is a long time in love, isn't it? We have a full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. So things can be a little bit emotional. So try not to bite at things that might make you a little bit upset, or you might find yourself wanting to be more emotional. Just remember to check the moon energy, because we don't want that affecting your relationships. So it's been a real pleasure and a real joy being here with you tonight. Thank you to all of you for getting involved, and watch out next week. I'm going to leave you now, and I'm going to log on in the next few minutes, and I will be available for readings, okay? So look after yourselves, be kind to yourself, lots of love, take care, good night, God bless. Mwah.